Hello and welcome, everyone, friends and newcomers alike. My name is Hunter. This is Master of Magic, as I stated in my other video, which you can watch if you like. It is a life-based high-men playthrough, also on the channel. We would be playing 2 games simultaneously of Master of Magic because of how much I love this game. The second game will be a mirror game. The first game was, of course, on the regular world. We'll just get started with this right away. No reason to hesitate. Same settings. We are playing Dwarves, and if you are going to be the wizard who controls a great kingdom of dwarves, you must have a great beard, and the greatest of all beards in our portrait set is, of course, Myrran. So our Lord Deep is going to be Myrran. He's going to be Myrran. He's going to be a warlord. Yes, that is a lot of trait picks. And then we're going to do all nature. I was thinking of doing this. No. This. A pretty good combo. Also a pretty good combo. This would give me Fire Elemental. This would give me Phantom Beasts, but no. Because we're taking Warlord, we want to focus on building up towards those really strong units that Dwarves have and using summons to start our early game. Just Nature is great for that. I'm going to remove these spells. We want to look at what we're actually going to use. We need both sprites and bears. We definitely need Stone Skin. We need Giant Strength. Wall of Stone saves us a lot of production, especially if we can get things rolling pretty quick. That leaves us with one last spell. Resist Elements can be really good, especially when taking nodes, because it is particularly strong, you know, against chaos and nature spells and monsters, which means a lot of the nodes will be taking over. In fact, for that reason, we're going to take this, and then we are going to pick our dwarves. Dwarves are especially good at production, but they also have extra health on all of their units, which is great for multi-figure units. Extra magic resistance, which is amazing. They don't get pantheons, shipyards, stables, or universities, but that's fine, and their units are very good. Hammer hands, steam cannons, and golems will all be used a lot in this playthrough. There is no point in delaying. We'll just take the green flag and get started with Lord Deep, Master Wizard of the great Dwarven Empire that we're going to form. There are a lot of advantages to playing on Myrran and some disadvantages. The major advantage is there's likely not going to be other wizards to compete with us for territory. The main disadvantage is that the neutrals tend to be way more aggressive early, and you need to make sure you're protecting all your towns, especially with dwarves, because dwarves do not get spearmen. And lacking spearmen means most dwarven towns you build are only going to get their first starting unit. And then they're going to have to wait till they can build 3 separate buildings before they can start defending themselves. So let's just grab our units and get underway. We're going to separate our 2 here. Going to send our swordmen up that way, and then send our lone settlers out. Hopefully our settlers will hopefully they will find a place to settle fast enough that we don't have to suffer for them being by themselves. Looking at our dwarven units, we want to get the city to our hammer hands as quickly as possible. We probably will build no halberdiers. There can be a nice advantage to building dwarf swordsmen in the first town to use as guards for cities we build, but we're going to start with hammer hands. To get hammer hands, that means we need the Fighters Guild, and the Fighters Guild is behind the armory. I think there's something else it needs. The Fighters Guild requires, yeah, just the armory. So we will build our Fighters Guild and then our armory. Does the armory... Sorry, our armory, then our Fighters Guild. Does the armory require anything else? No, it doesn't. What lets us build halberdiers? Fighters Guild, of course. So there we go. For our research, we are going to take Summoning Circle, and then we're going to immediately summon... It's actually a pretty hard choice. Warbears are very good, and so are sprites. Warbears are strong to begin with. We're gonna get some warbears. Like I was saying in the first episode of the life game, when you are playing with a summoning build, you want to make sure that you're building some units that you can use to take over these things quickly, and you want to build them with your magic as much as possible. Ooh, the south seems to actually be closed off. Just use our surveyor. We have nothing to the south here, unless this is a good square, but I doubt it. The north is opening up more than I was expecting. It's quite odd. This is not in range. None of these are good enough. We have a 22 with no production bonus, which is actually not too bad. Two 22s with 6s. And these are stopped off, which means there's going to be a neutral village up there. Grab you, we'll send you here. You'll probably end up building on one of those 22 spots. And we just want to check into these just in case we get lucky. This is our magic spirit, just in case we get lucky and we find an empty one. No such luck for us today. Magic spirit will come over here and check this out. That's probably doable. Yeah, hopefully we can secure a position quickly. We know from this that there has to be a town up here someplace, probably 2 by the looks of things. I don't think I can wait. I think we gotta just get this built and hope that our natural production bonus makes up for the fact that it's not the best square ever. Bladestone and Hearth are our 2 towns we're actually capturing. So this has got to stay here because opportunistic neutrals will try to take our town, and we cannot afford that to happen. So there is Draconians on this side. Who's blocking us up here? Trolls. Not a huge fan of trolls, to be honest. They are really great, but really expensive. Yeah, this actually appears to be... I think it's a dead end. Well, we'll find out next turn. Down here, we want to immediately build a Dwarven engineer. We have no place for a settler, so let's build after the Dwarven engineer. We need Fighters Guild. After the Fighters Guild, we will start working towards the steam cannons, which come from Miners Guild. And the Miners Guild requires minerals, which this place does not have, so they will not be building us steam cannons. That is fine. Good. We have cast ourselves some war bears. We will send them up here to help our warriors explore as much of the territory around us as we can. Now, if we look here, we have 1 troll spearman, which means we may be able to take this troll town. And probably we should try to. Here's our first hero. Zaldaron the Sage. Not a bad hero at all, to be honest. We will hire him. And we will send him up to join with them. And I think our plan is going to be that we attack these trolls once these 2 units can come together. We'll probably wait for the wizard. Our outpost has become a town. Now we need to set up a queue for them where they build. They require the smithy and the barracks, right? Yeah. So we want to start by building the smithy, and then we will build the barracks, which will allow us to get swordsmen. So it's 2 buildings you have to build in order to start building swordsmen in a new Dwarven town. All right, next turn we will be attacking these trolls. Trolls are very tough. This could be a problem. Command personally, they think we're fine. I probably could have let it automate that, just because automating it might have meant that there were less damage taken than I do. So let's look. What can the wizard cast? Nothing worthwhile. So let's just use his ranged spell here. Oh, you know, actually, does he have enough? He does. Let's stone skin our bears. Move our bears to here. Should have done that on the first turn. Would have been better. All right, bears, do your thing. Just back them up. We got this, everyone. We got this. Whoops. That was an utter mistake. Luckily, they decided to fix my problem for me by attacking me. We've taken the troll town. Now, the question I have here is, do we want to keep these trolls? I don't think we do. Yeah, it loses us a fame, but I don't think we keep the trolls. We need at least one direction that we can reasonably expand in. And that direction is going to have to be up here. There's some moderately good places up here, I suppose. Like nothing spectacular, but, you know, it's possible, right? There's a 15 here, right? Not a 14. There's a 16-6. There's a 14-15 on that hill. It's probably where we're going to end up going. We built our first engineer. We're fine with what we're building. We probably need to build another settler, so we'll just put that into the queue. Then looking at our engineers, we're just going to start building our first road. Q is for road, of course. Everyone knows this. There's a dimensional portal right there. Probably I will check it next turn to see if there's anything to do with it. I don't think we can defeat that. I was going to click that, but then I did not. I will make sure to do it this turn. That's pretty well defended. Should take this in the opposite direction. We don't want to be redundant about our exploring. That we can definitely kill. Let's kill us some bears. Expand as quickly as possible and try to think. This time we're just gonna cast the stone skin on the bears right away. Getting this guy as our first hero is a really nice outcome. It actually makes this army much stronger because of the ability to cast stone skin on the bears. Well, we lost a bear, but they lost two. And that's all that's needed. Hey. Summoning circle. What are we going to learn next? Pathfinding is good. Earthlore can be good. Let's do pathfinding though. The terrain in this game often surprises me. Like, I expect areas to be the ends of continents, but we have these, like, long peninsula things a lot. And these, like, strangely conjoined areas. You know? Ooh, there's a swamp peninsula over here. That's actually kind of cool. Sort of like the style of that. Dungeon. With an enormous army in it. This appears to be another I don't know what they're called. Dragon People Town. Keep. I guess we're going to build a coast road because we can't build through this. We have our nice, tight Dwarven kingdom. Okay. We can now see how this works out here. Let's move into here and take a look in this. If this wasn't a spirit, or if we had a combat summon, that would be a doable fight. To be honest, part of me thinks we should turn these guys back because there's more for us to do over here. Let's chance it. Let's do it. It says we're going to win. I think we will. We're going to do something a little differently this time, though. Not the same strat, a slightly modified version of the strat where we cast Stone Skin on the dwarves with the wizard. Kind of feel like we also cast Giant Strength on them. I know it's a waste of mana, but at the beginning of the game, I am not mana conservative. I'm always, like, very mana aggressive. In case he needs backup, move him back, give them no target. There we go. Another victory, though I will say I would like... he's getting stronger, good. I think I would like for them to be a little healed before they engage with anything else. But that's okay, because the plan is to move them down here and check out this town, which we may take. What is in here? Yeah, that's Guardians. Not unexpected, though. And we have built our coast road. Good, we'll just continue the coast road up until we get to where we're building the second Dwarven town on the ruins of the Troll Town, because that's a thing that we're doing. An ancient temple with a single unicorn in it. Unicorns are very strong, though. Unicorns are level 3 spell tier monsters. They are very, very strong. Don't be fooled by the fact the unicorn is only one guy. That is one hell of a horse. Our dwarves are not fully regenerated yet. We still have 11 turns before we get this done. We are positive on food, correct? We are. We are pretty neutral on mana. So how strong? Oh, wow, this one's strong. If I was going to fight one of these, it should have been the other one. That's actually straight up a problem, because they will probably send out units soon. Okay, well, makes me wonder a little bit, though. Should I... Let's look at what's happening up here. Like, I could put this at 5, right? Like, this should be 3, 5, 4. Research going down for a bit would be fine, which would allow me to fund another bear. Or a sprite. Sprite is 3 upkeep. Could fund another bear, which means we could probably come down here and kill these fire elementals with a second bear. 27. There are no nodes anywhere near us that are takeable, and this may be the end of this edge. If it is, that means the entire exploring area might be up there. We're not going to have a fast way to go over water either. It's not the greatest situation to be in, admittedly. But let's just keep going, because I think we're actually in pretty good shape. Some more bears. So we'll send you down to here. Bears can join you. There's one thing that I can be sure of. Like, there's going to be an end this someplace near here, because it may be up here. It may come back around. Yeah, there's nothing I can be sure of. I don't know. I think we can attack these 2 fire elementals. Yeah, we can. So let's see here. We want you to move back a bit and then cast us a resist elements, because against the fire elementals, resist elements is actually the better choice. Send you up. We'll keep the swordsman in guard position. See where we're at now. You also will have you cast another resist element, so you can put it on them. You want this bear to attack from that direction, and this bear to attack from there to here, and you can now begin to fight. A injured bear will back off. Fire there. Less injured bear will attack the fire elemental. But it looks like everything's going to be pretty good here. Shoot and kill. You didn't. Luckily, the bears had it done. And we found some mana and some gold, and our hero has gained XP. Great. I don't know if that's worth that, but I'm not really spending my money on anything right now, so we will just buy that. Arm him with it. Make him a little stronger. Give him that extra strength there. Oh, he's riding without the bears. Oh, that's fine. I don't care. Hang out, bears. Hang out, bears. It's fine. So we want to look in Forge Rock. Oh god, that's a big dwarven town. Don't engage with that. Right. Our biggest problem right now is that all the nodes near us are like super expensive. I guess we should build a, you know, halberdiers as guardsmen, their upkeep is more, like they cost money to upkeep, but they don't cost more food. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much I can do with these guys. And because I don't have much I can do with them, I feel like maybe I should just leave the Dwarven swordsman here. Take these guys and maybe consider attacking Mount Fang. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to send these guys up, following the Great Coast Road. Have one rebel, which I do not like. Oh, let's just... I think it's going to be fine. I'm just going to buy this, because I think it's a good expenditure of money, because it gets me on to building that, that essential spearman sooner. Well, halberdier. They don't have spearmen. How strong is this? It thinks I win, and I think it's right. So we're just going to command this personally, and we're going to do this. We're going to make our bears as strong as possible. The biggest problem is we are not going to be able to choose who attacks. You up. You should move back to here. Then you want to cast... Actually, that's the wrong order. If we do it in that order, we will lose our own spellcaster. Our own spellcasting. Cast a stone skin on this bear. Wizard will cast a stone skin on this bear. Do not like the way this is going. Can't attack. So we want to force that. Better results that time. I don't know which one's damaged, more damaged. Him away. That to there. Basically, I'm trying to manage them to only get one attack per turn. To maximize the amount of damage they can do to my bears. We will definitely keep this town. They're not going to be happy, which is obvious. We have no... no non-fantastic creatures to pacify them. And we have these settlers now, which is good. Okay, the settlers has tricked them into thinking that they're in a better shape than they are. Now we were going to build where? We got more choices up here than it looked like originally. It's like an 11-18, this is a 13-18, the 12-18 is a 13-12, this is a 14-15. This maybe... I mean, if we come way over here, we're gonna... Oh, there's good stuff over here too, maybe? Let's see. If we build it here, I think we'll also still be able to build here, which I think is a good idea. The best alternative is this 13-18. So we build it on the 13-18. Grab you, just you. We put you here. Town's probably in rebellion again. Not immediately. Go to this town and we say, hey buds, I just need to grab this engineer here because their job is actually not finished. And that is the best I can do for this turn. Oh, we discovered a new hunting ground near Mount Fang. That's cool. Just gonna keep exploring. Our wizard and his cadre of bears is just gonna have to sit here for a while because there's simply nothing they can do. It could be another turn. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I did the thing. Did I do the thing? Is the game gonna punish me for doing the thing? Let's see if the game is gonna punish me for doing the thing. We're just gonna leave them where they are for now. Okay, so you're going to build the road. Q means road. You are going to give me one of the swordsmen, which the one who's actually a 2, because you're the one who belongs in this town. And the swordsmen are going to try to make it back to where they belong. I wish there was a, I don't know, a more intuitive way to recognize that I'll be moving all of my units when stuff like this happens, because this is a literal horror show. Sorry, Mount Fang. Now we'll buy you this. After this, you will build a builder's hall, because that will lead us towards getting you a other thing, but we need to move this army. Because I don't know what these guys are planning to do. I don't even know what they are. They are wild, neutral Nagas. Fortify yourself there, please. We're about to build our second halberdier here. Yes, we should build a shrine afterwards and a marketplace so that we can get more money. You require an armorer's guild. An armorer's guild is something I can build right away. So let's just do that. That's your queue. You're good, guys. You're good. That should satisfy you for a while. This has been a rough rough start to this game. Everything's sort of loosey-goosey. Nothing is happening the way we want it to. The hard part here is I'm going to have to build around this town. And the natural way I'm going to want to do that is here, but I can't defeat that. So I'm going to have to build all the way south around it, which really sucks. Okay, you just fortify there. Protect the town. For now, I can move through the town, because if I manual move through the town, it will work fine. I don't know where you're going, buddy. You're making me all kinds of unhappy, my not friend. I don't know where you plan to go. Here. Is it here? What's your plan? Do you even have a plan? Do Doggers have plans? Does anyone know? Don't you? Don't you even? Don't you even? Oh no, you... What's happening up here? Guys, come on. Guys, come on. Come on, guys. Come on. If we... Okay, everything seems to be good down here. That guy still has to be built before I can send his... the adventuring swordsman back out. Oh, we tricked you. We did it. Gotcha, buddy. We tricked you. We tricked you into thinking we were going to do a thing, and you came ashore, and now we're definitely going to do a thing. To move these guys up. And we're just going to... Bears are just going to move back one square. So we can decide on the grounds of the battle. We did it. Those guys really scared me. I don't know what to say. We have so many vulnerable towns. Those guys could have done some serious damage. Like, what if they could have easily taken one of these towns? They are now a town. They get their free swordsman, the only thing that will be defending them for some time. I'll probably actually just leave these guys here for now. I don't have much to do with them. They're not strong enough to defeat any of our neighbors, so until we can start really building them up, they're probably just keep this town safe. We need to build barracks, smithy, so we can build a swordsman, builder's hall, so we can build a shrine. And there we go! This is the end of our first dwarf episode. Lord Deep has led his dwarves pretty well, I would say. There's been no catastrophes. We had a few moments there where I was worried that empty towns were going to get taken randomly, but it turned out okay. We have 4 towns in our control. We have Bladestone, the capital, which is now able to build hammerers. We're going to start towards building a hammerer unit, and as soon as they have built out to that point. We have Hearth up here, our second town. Not the best place to grow and not the worst place to grow, but it'll get a pretty strong, I think, in time. Starting to build its second swordsman so that it can properly defend itself. We have Firedeep, which is being blocked by the fact that they want me to operate this unit here. Firekeep. On the coast here. It'll be a small town, but it's good positioning. We'll probably end up building a town over here as well. I think we'll just look here and see if we still can. Yeah, we can. Got a couple of good town locations here. On the shore. Maybe this is the best one. Yeah, 1621 right here is where we'll build it. And we have Mount Fang, our draconian conquered neighbor to the north. I think they're pretty stable now that we have built them 2 guys that's taken their rebellion away, and they're moving towards the shrine. With that, we are done. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give me a like. It really helps the channel, and I appreciate it just in a general way. I just like the feedback. Anybody who wants to send any comments should too. I love comments that help me improve. I even like comments that are just just to say hello. Just say hello. Right. If you enjoyed this, please consider watching my other non-Myrran regular world Master of Magic series. Additionally, the channel is going to cover a lot of other relatively small indie games for a while before some of the titles I really want to cover come out in the next year. But, you know, none of those games are going to go away. I'm thinking of bringing back some stuff from before. I've got some games that I'm also playing that you're probably going to see soon as well. My name is Huntner. Welcome to the channel, and I hope to see you again.